Hi, I'm Lindsay,
And I'm Lindsay.
and we're with Rocky Mountain Physical Therapy in the Pediatric Center here in Windsor, and we wanted to give you your exercise of the week.
So one of our favorite ways to make exercise fun is using this dice. So on each side of the dice is a different exercise. We have a crab where you can do a crab walk, Superman where you lay on your stomach and do a Superman, fire hydrants, flamingo, so balancing on one foot, bridges and cranes, and a frog for a frog jump. And we'll demonstrate all of these for you today. First, I'm going to demonstrate the crab walk. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do it here laying on the ground where you have to walk backwards. You really have to focus on keeping your hips upward so you're activating your core and your hip muscles. And you can just have kids walk backwards like this. You can have them play soccer or do different activities while they do this. We can also do a crab walk where you walk sideways like a crab, and you can do this with a band around your knees to make it harder. Okay, next we're going to show you Superman. So you're going to have your kid lay on the stomach like this, and then you're going to have them put their hands out with their thumbs up towards the ceiling, and then you have to lift up. Some kids, it's hard for them to do both legs and arms, so you can start by just having them do just arms, putting up, trying to hold, and then to make it harder, you can have them both do arms and legs. I like to make this kind of a competition for kids and time them and see how long they can hold it, where they hold it all the way up and hold it really nice and strong like this.
The next exercise I'm going to show you is the fire hydrant. And this position starts like a dog on your hands and knees, and then you want to encourage your kid to keep their back nice and straight and their hips not to rotate. So just like a dog would pee on a fire hydrant, you're going to tell them to lift their leg up and try not to rotate their hips at all. And then you'll switch and do both sides.
Next, we're going to show you bridges and cranes. So I like to add these two activities together because it just makes it a little bit more fun. So first, you're going to have a kid do a bridge like this, trying to keep their body nice and straight. For kids that have toe walking, you can make them put their toes up in the air like this so they're getting more input through their heels. So you're going to do a bridge. I'll sometimes pass a car underneath or a bean bag. And then you're going to go down, and then you're going to do the crane. So sometimes I'll have kids grab something with their feet. They have to bring it all the way up and over, drop it, and come back down.
I'm going to be demonstrating the frog jump. This activity is really good for kids who might have tight hamstrings or maybe walking on their toes because it really puts them in a good position. So I like to encourage kids to get their hands inside their knees with their heels down on the floor. So you'll see this sometimes, and you'll want them to rock back and keep those heels down. Then the jump is going to be really good for their strengthening and getting their leg muscles to be stronger. So you're going to have them push up, and you can go for a ribbit too if you really want to get fancy. You can make it harder by having them jump on top of something. So jumping up and landing. Our last exercise is represented by the flamingo, and that's going to be standing on one foot. So you'll have your kid find a spot on the floor. I usually give them a place to stand. So stand on this blue square, stand on that piece of carpet, stand on that pillow. And a pillow would be a little harder than a flat ground for them to stand on. And you start out with arms like an airplane, and you would stand on one foot. And then you can make it harder by bringing your hands in closer, so down by your side or hands on hips, and that makes it harder to stand on one foot.